Help support the companies that support our community. I got both these blanks from Jake at Northside Custom Crafts. The first one here is an awesome red, white, and blue blank. So what I'm going to do is just get it ready to turn. So used a Forstner bit to just flush up the end of it and then drill the hole in for the insert. So I'm going to get this one done, get it glued up, and then let it dry, and then we'll move on to the next one. So with this one, I have a little threaded bolt that I cut off, and I'll screw the insert onto it and then mix up the 5-minute epoxy for that. Then I just use the tailstock to press it right in. So I recess it down in there just a little bit, maybe a 1/16 or so that it threads all the way in nice and tight. So I'm going to set that aside and then turn the other one. So this one is a hybrid blank with this really cool colors on the inside of it. So he mixes up clear and then puts some color in it, and it looks awesome. So it's maple burl on both ends, and I'm going to make a pizza cutter handle out of this one. So I was talking to Kieran the other day. He was having some trouble turning resin with regular gouges. So Kieran, this is what I was talking about, just using a spindle gouge and rolling it over onto the side so you're cutting with the wing, and it will, you can see right there, it slices it nice and smooth. So I switch over on the red, white, and blue blank and use the negative rake, but I just kind of wanted to show you can do it with a regular gouge too. So I'm just kind of shaping this for the handle. It's a little bigger than like a regular pizza cutter handle, I guess, than some of them I've made in the past, but I didn't want it to turn away too much of that resin because it looks really cool there. That red and purple inside of there looks amazing. So I just shaped it. I always keep the tailstock up as long as I can, so I have pressure on there. It's just screwed onto the mandrel. You leave that up till the very end. I went in and cleaned it up and then used the detailer with the negative rake on it to bring down that little nub before sanding it all up. As far as sanding goes, I ran through all the grids right up to 600. I went through, I think, 180 or 240 dry, and then I switched over and just sanded it with the water, and then I used the micro mesh pads. So I went through all those up to 12,000 and then applied some Pins Plus to it, and it just looks amazing. So the Pins Plus, you just wipe it on all over it and then turn the lathe speed up. I'm going to say about 2,000 or so, and you just buff it. It's a friction polish, so it just looks fantastic. And with that, the Pins Plus, you can put on as many coats as you want, put on 3 or 4. This is just after the first coat I did right here. And it is just crystal clear, and I just love that, the swirl in it in the middle. It looks awesome. Now that the other blank's all set up, I'll go ahead and turn that. And same thing with this, Kieran. I just use the wing here to true it up, and then I switch over to the negative rake to shape it and everything. But you can do all of it with the gouge too. So just cut on the edge of it there, and it just comes off there in ribbons. So this piece here is solid resin. So the other one had the wood, so going back and forth between the wood and the resin, you can kind of feel it as you're cutting. So this one here, I asked Jake if he could make some of these for us. We have 4th of July coming up, so I thought it'd be a great, just something really cool. I haven't seen any like this before, so we have some of these on the website, on the Niles website for sale too. But it turns so nice. I know it looks like a mess, but it's a lot of fun. So the handle, I'm doing an opener on this one, so it was a little big for just an opener, so I cut off the end of it there, just the nub. I can use that little piece in there for an inlay or something. And the same thing with this. I ran through all of the grits right up to 600. I wet sanded with the last couple grits, and then put on the Pins Plus. Now Pins Plus is it's a nice protective coat for something that's going to be handled a lot, and it just makes it shine. It actually is really nice. It's crystal clear too. There we go. We have them all done. Thank you so much, Jake. I asked him, I saw this one with the swirl in it, and I thought, can you do red, white, and blue ones? I think they would look super cool. So these blanks we actually have on the website, and they're 6 inches long, so you could actually do a bottle opener and a bottle stopper matching set. So I think they look so cool. So they are clear too. There's just a little bit more resin than like this one in them, but it's all swirled around in there, and each one of them is unique and different. This one is just awesome too. I love the hybrid with that swirl in there. Jake, thank you so much. I'll put a link down below in the description to Jake's channel and website. He has a bunch of, if you're getting into casting, a bunch of molds and all sorts of stuff. So I'll have a link down below for that, and I'll put a link down below for the red, white, and blue blanks too. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. Kieran, I hope that helped. Yeah, just if you roll it over and just use the wing, that might solve the problem. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. We will see you next week. Oh, the bowl, I forgot. The bowl cracked. So next week's video is actually, I'm going to figure out how to do some inlay in the cracks on it. Hang on a sec. I'll chop the video here. I'm going to go grab the bowl. All right, I'm back. It's yeah, it cracked. I'm going to say a little, maybe 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches or so down on both wings. It finally did stop. It hasn't moved much more, but we're going to figure out how to do some inlay in that. And I might do some mother of pearl. I have some stone stuff too. So we'll figure out how to fix this. Yes, turning green wood. It's always fun. So that's what next week's video, we're going to go ahead and fix those wings on it and try and come up with maybe something cool. Maybe I could actually like cut a little bit deeper into it to create some sort of design or something. So, but we'll figure that out. All right. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great weekend.